I just want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank Yehuda's Catering. Yehuda, good job. And I want to thank Avi for coming all the way down from Phoenix for us. This is just for us. This is just what a chus we have to have Avi here. This idea, by the way, of this type of learning program is something I had it back in Jacksonville in the kollel. And I had I had a team with little tables and learning with people. And here I have Avi, he's my kollel. And this is what we have. But I'm so excited to bring it here and share it. And hopefully it's something we can do every week and people come and appreciate what we do here. It was phenomenal. He's great. So I want to just finish off the quick idea on the Parsha. There's a Rashi right in the beginning of Parshas Behar. And he asks the question, the Torah Parsha starts off, God spoke to Moshe Bahar Sinai Lemar. God spoke to Moshe at the Mount Sinai, and what did he say? He told us the laws of Shemitah. Shemitah is the sabbatical year, the 7th year. Actually, it's coming up this year in Israel. It's going to be the 7th year. It's here too, but in Israel it's observed the 7th year, and that's where it tells us. So it starts off with this introduction, and God spoke to Moshe. We're at Mount Sinai. Ask Rashi, everything's at Mount Sinai. What is unique about Shemitah that it was at Mount Sinai? And this is he brings down a medrash that gives the answer and says, well, it's to tell you that just like the laws of Shemitah, all the details were given at Sinai, at Mount Sinai, so too all the Torah was given at Mount Sinai. But Rashi really doesn't deal with the question, why is Shemitah unique? Why do we specifically point out Shemitah as a lesson where everything was given to us at Sinai? What is so special about Shemitah? Oh, this is the mitzvah that was given at Sinai, and from there we learn to all the other mitzvahs they too were given at Sinai. So a colleague of mine said an idea, and he backed it up with a story. The idea, he said, is that Shemitah is the one mitzvah in the Torah where Jews are commanded not to work for a year. Farmers, right? This is going to really affect farmers. You don't work for an entire year. And if you're nervous what's going to be with parnasa, with income, if you don't work for a year, the Torah actually guarantees them they'll have their income. So the Torah guarantees if you follow the mitzvah, you'll have your income. And this colleague of mine said that this is the lesson for all the mitzvahs. If we follow the mitzvah scrupulously, even though it might seem like, oh no, what's going to be with our money, with our finances? It's God telling us, I guarantee you, nothing bad will come out if you follow the right path. And that's the lesson for all the mitzvahs in the Torah. We learn it from Shemitah. He had a story. He lives in Israel, this colleague of mine, and he had someone who came and asked him a question. They lived in Israel, this young family, and they had the mother was a Balash Tshuva, right? She grew up not religious, and her sister was coming to visit with the family, and she was not religious. The sister coming to visit from America, they were going to be in Tel Aviv in a hotel for Shabbos, and this religious family wanted to go spend Shabbos with them in the hotel. Of course, the kosher in Israel, not everything that claims to be kosher is really kosher. There's different levels of kosher certification. Anyway, her question was, can we go and join them in the Tel Aviv hotel, considering that the hechsher may not be ideal? So the rabbi went, he looked into the hechsher, and he came out that this hechsher really is absolutely not reliable, unfortunately, and he doesn't have a solution for her other than bring her own food. So she said, you can bring your own food in the hotel, and that's what they're going to do. All right, what are you going to do? You have to spend time with the family. She packs up, pots and dishes and pans and all kinds of things and brings it down in the car. They go down to the hotel for Shabbos. They're checking in already. It's a half hour before Shabbos. They're very late till they got there. And the person at the desk, this just happened, this story, he says, let me ask you, guys were all vaccinated? She says, yeah, the kids too. Oh, the kids weren't vaccinated. The adults were vaccinated. I'm sorry, in this hotel, we can't have you stay here. Even the kids need to be vaccinated if you want to stay in this hotel for Shabbos. It's like, are you serious? Like, we came to spend Shabbos. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? It's very close to Shabbos. So they made some phone calls. They looked online. They found an Airbnb in the area. And it was very, very close, a minute walking distance. And they stayed there. And then they realized, imagine had we not brought our own food. Imagine if we didn't listen to the rabbi. We said, hey, it's kosher. And we didn't bring our own food. We stuck in some Airbnb and we would have nothing to eat. Because we did this, we stayed, listened to the rabbi, nothing bad came out of it. If you follow the laws, everything works out. That's the guarantee of Shemitah. I wish you all a wonderful Shabbos.